Hi everyone, Jackie here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to create a blog and then what to do with it from the point of creation. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the leadership debate, do a / and then WP admin, then put in your username and your password. Once you've done that, you're going to come into the post section and you're going to add a new post. Now what I've done is I've taken part of the section of the strike balances from our book, and I've made a blog post out of that. So the first thing I would suggest that you do is that you write your blog in Word and spell check it and make sure it's as you want it to be before you then do a copy and paste. So the first thing that you're going to do is create a title. That is then going to create a URL, which is here. And then just copy and paste your stuff that you want as your blog into this space here. Then what you want to do is you want to format it. And it's just like formatting things in Word. It's very, very straightforward. So let's say here, for example, we want that to be a block quote. Then we create a block quote. If we want all of these things to be bullet points, we highlight them and then create a bulleted list. Let's say, for example, here we wanted to make that bold. What if here we also wanted to make that another block quote? Now, I also suggest that as you're going along, you keep saving the draft. So coming along, we might want to have this as a heading. So we come up to here where it says paragraph and make that a heading too. And obviously remember to put a question mark in. Again, you might want to make that bold. Put some bullet points in. That wants to be a heading. Perhaps make that bold. That might be heading 3, etc., etc., and some bullet points. Okay, so you have created something in Word, you've copied and pasted it into here, you're currently saving it as a draft. The next thing you want to do is you want to choose the category. So in this case, I've put leadership and I've also done a category called Navigate Jackie Malpass. So on our blogs, people will be able to choose anything that I've written that is related to the book, and likewise they'll be able to do the same for you. Then I've added a tag, which is strike balances, which links to the chapter of the book. The next thing I want to do is create a featured image, but I'm going to show you actually how to do that in a different set of programs. Once you've done your featured image, then you have to do the search engine optimization. So we have a focus keyword, which I've called strike a balance. Then the SEO title needs to be the title that we have for the particular blog. And then you'll notice that what I've done is I've written some text here, but I've used strike a balance. So that everywhere, wherever I can, I have optimized this for the keywords strike a balance. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the right search engine optimization keywords to use. I'm just showing this as an example. So once you have written it and you have saved it, let me show you how to create images. So what we want to do is we want an image that is relevant to the content that we've written. So there is a site where you can get free images called Pixabay, so pixabay.com, and you just simply search for the kind of images that you want. So in this particular instance, I've chosen an insect balancing on, looks like a piece of grass. So then what we do is we come over here. Now, before you do all of this, you'll need to register on the website. So you choose the size of image that you want, click on free download, and it will download that particular image. So this is a great place to either get free or you'll be offered some stuff on Shutterstock. The next place I'd like to invite you to go is something called Canva. Now for the featured image, what we want to do is use this thing here called custom dimensions. And the custom dimensions you're going to do is 800 by 400 and then click the design button. So I've already done that. So I've gone and chosen to upload my own image, and you can see that I've uploaded the image of the fly, and then all I've done is I've dragged that across to here and then moved it wherever I think it ought to go. When I've done that, I've given it a title and I've downloaded it. Now the other thing that I've done is I have created, if I go back to Canva, I've created a social media post by clicking on social media. And what I've done again is I have simply chosen one of the layouts, which is this one here, dragged that across to there. And then what I've done is I've deleted the background, come to my uploads and taken the same image and dragged it across and then put in the quote that I want. So I've taken the quote that is the beginning of my chapter. You can see that I've put the quote in up here and then I've told it to download. So the next thing I want to do is I want to come back to my post and I want to set the featured image. So it's going to ask me to upload the file, and I'm going to, because I've downloaded it, it's going to be in my downloads down here, but wherever you've got it stored, and you just simply drag that across. You also need to make sure that the title is the same in terms of the search engine optimization, and the alt text is, if the image doesn't open, it'll show that there's an image of something called strike balances. We then say set featured image. Again, let's save that. And then if I want to put an image into the text, so let's say in this bit here, I wanted to put that Einstein quote. I simply say, again, add media, upload the file, take the image, I'm going to copy the title, put it in the alt text. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I want it aligned to the right and I want it 300 by 300 and tell it to insert. So you can see that I've got title, my URL, my content which I've formatted, I have a quote, I've SEO'd it, I've put a little bit about me at the bottom, I've put the Navigate books which you can copy and paste into your blog. So I've SEO'd it, I've done a featured image. Final things to do are to come down to the Good Layers Post option. We haven't got any sidebars set up. You need to create a post title and then save. And now all that remains for me to do is to hit the publish button. So I've now hit published, and if I do view post, you can see my post.